Russia. Vast, mysterious, and endlessly captivating. It is a land where frozen tundras meet golden palaces, where mighty rivers flow through ancient cities, and where every horizon feels infinite. From the snow-capped peaks of the Caucasus to the golden domes of Moscow, from the icy Arctic to the Pacific coast, Russia is a nation of extremes and wonders. This is the story of a country that spans 2 continents and holds within it the soul of the world's largest land. Moscow stands as the grand symbol of Russian power and spirit. The Red Square, framed by the Kremlin's crimson walls and the colourful domes of St. Basil's Cathedral, is the soul of the nation. From the opulent halls of the metro to the majestic towers of Moscow City, this capital blends centuries of history with unstoppable modern energy. Every street whispers tales of tsars, revolution, and rebirth. Created by Peter the Great as a window to Europe, St. Petersburg is Russia's crown jewel of art and architecture. The Winter Palace glimmers beside the Neva River, while the Hermitage Museum houses masterpieces from every era. Canals, cathedrals and bridges give the city a romantic elegance unmatched anywhere else. At night, during the White Nights, St. Petersburg glows with a magic that feels timeless. In the heart of Siberia lies the oldest and deepest lake on Earth, Lake Baikal. Holding 1/5 of the planet's fresh water, Baikal is a natural miracle. In winter, its frozen surface turns into crystal clear ice, while in summer, it reflects the sky in hues of blue and silver. Home to unique wildlife found nowhere else, Baikal is known as the Pearl of Siberia, a symbol of nature's purity and power. On Russia's far eastern edge, Kamchatka remains one of the wildest regions on Earth. Over 300 volcanoes rise from the mist, many still active, surrounded by glaciers, rivers, and bears roaming freely. The Valley of Geysers bursts with steam and colour, creating an otherworldly landscape. Kamchatka is raw, untamed, and breathtaking, a reminder that the Earth is alive. In the heart of Moscow stands the Kremlin, a fortress that has witnessed the rise and fall of empires. Its cathedrals, towers, and golden domes are living symbols of Russian might and endurance. Beside it lies the Red Square, a space where history has unfolded for centuries. Together, they form one of the most iconic sites in the world, the very essence of Russian identity. Stretching over 9,000 kilometers from Moscow to Vladivostok, the Trans-Siberian Railway is the longest railway line on Earth. For 7 days it crosses forests, mountains and rivers, connecting Europe to the Pacific. Each stop reveals a different face of Russia, from bustling cities to lonely villages. It's not just a train journey, it's a passage through time, space, and the Russian soul. Along Russia's southern frontier, the Caucasus Mountains rise like a wall of stone and snow. Mount Elbrus, Europe's highest peak, pierces the sky at over 5,600 meters. The region's villages, valleys and traditions reflect a blend of cultures where Europe and Asia meet. The Caucasus is wild, spiritual and endlessly majestic. Kazan, the capital of Tatarstan, is where east meets west in perfect harmony. The Kul Sharif Mosque and the Annunciation Cathedral stand side by side within the Kazan Kremlin, symbolizing unity between Christianity and Islam. The city's culture, food and architecture celebrate diversity, making Kazan one of Russia's most fascinating destinations. Northeast of Moscow lies the Golden Ring, a chain of ancient towns that preserve the spirit of old Russia. In Suzdal, onion-domed churches rise over quiet rivers. In Vladimir, white stone cathedrals shine in the sunlight. Each town tells a story of faith, art, and the nation's medieval roots. Visiting the Golden Ring feels like travelling back through the centuries. Nestled between the Caucasus Mountains and the Black Sea, Sochi is a resort city of eternal summer. Palms line its boulevards, while snowy peaks rise just beyond. Famous for hosting the 2014 Winter Olympics, Sochi combines the thrill of sport with the beauty of nature, a place where the sea and mountains exist side by side in perfect harmony. In the remote heart of Siberia, the Altai Mountains remain one of the world's least explored regions. Crystal lakes, turquoise rivers, and ancient petroglyphs fill this land with mystery. In the remote heart of Siberia, the Altai Mountains remain one of the world's least explored regions. Crystal lakes, turquoise rivers, and ancient petroglyphs fill this land with mystery. In Russia's far north, above the Arctic Circle, nature performs its most dazzling show, the Aurora Borealis. In Murmansk and beyond, green and purple lights dance across the polar sky, illuminating the frozen tundra below. It's a sight that humbles and inspires, a final wonder in a country of infinite beauty. From the imperial palaces of St. Petersburg to the frozen depths of Lake Baikal, from the volcanoes of Kamchatka to the northern lights above Murmansk, Russia is a land of endless wonder. It is a nation that defies boundaries, both in geography and imagination. Vast, proud, and mysterious, Russia reminds us that beauty can be found even in the coldest places on Earth.